What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened and the PTR. Now, there has just been lots of talk about the Warden, which is the reimagined Dryad for Dungeon Defenders Awakened, and exactly what the state of those defenses are. Now, the Sludge Launcher is arguably one of the most powerful defenses in the game now. I've covered that a little bit, and it has actually had no changes. It's been really, really good. So it's a 7 DU defense, so it's more expensive. However, it just brings the pain. However, we all loved our bees in Dungeon Defenders 2, there is no doubt. So lots of folks are wondering about these Wisps Den. Now, the deal with the Wisps are they're completely bugged right now. So if you play actively on your Dryad and you go into corrupt form, these Wisps are going to bug out and just do ridiculous things. So it's tough to get a good gauge on exactly how well they are performing on the map that you're running because they are so overpowered in their current state. So to get a fair look at the Wisps here, we're going to play on a Monk. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and go to a full-on DPS Monk. If there is such a thing in the world, I'm going to do it right now. So we are going to use a regular old DPS Monk. I'll throw this cat on to get a little bit more damage out. And just check out these Wisps in action to see how they're going. Now, as you notice, they are jumping all around the map, and they're really, really good in that regard. Their range gets upgraded very nicely from upgrades, and it's very reminiscent of like the Magic Missile or the Flame Burst Towers that get those nice range improvements based off of each upgrade. Now, we've got 10 Wisps here on a buff beam. We've got an Ensnare Aura. We got some gas traps. And then I got 3 DSTs in the back just to provide a little bit of support. However, you see these Wisps are just getting it. They're all over the map. They got incredible range, they got great speed, and they've got decent damage. Now, obviously, in their bugged form, they've got completely absurd damage, but we're trying to get a true look at them here. And they do pretty darn good. So, I mean, after this corrupt form bug is fixed, and we're able to play the Warden actively with the Wisps and get a true look at what's going on, it feels like the Wisp will be a very, very strong defense. Now, obviously, it's still early in PTR. There's going to be lots of balance changes, bug fixes, etc. Over the course of the PTR, so we're going to have to see how these play out. So the Sludge Launcher, definitely the king of all defenses from the Warden, and the Wisps taking up a close second as far as the Warden defenses go, in my personal opinion. I do think they're really fun now. They lacked a big fun factor before, right at the PTR launch. Right now, they are fun as hell. Like I said, you see them just getting it all over the map. They're just going to town and super enjoying to play with. So hopefully, we're going to get some balance tweaks to get these things in order and the bugs fixed where we can get a really clean test using the Warden actively. Now, of course, if you're going to use the Warden, you're going to want to play her actively. I personally am not a huge fan of that entire system as it forces you into playing the Warden. I'm hoping the Wisps are going to be viable as a defense in itself without having to be corrupt. However, we will have to see exactly how that plays out through the course of the PTR and the balances and development that come. So that's just a quick look at the Wisps here in Dungeon Defenders Awakened in their non-broken form. Now, I'll be updating, of course, throughout the PTR, so every time something has changed, I will put out some new information on it and do a bit of testing. But that will do it for now, y'all. My stream schedule over the next week is going to be really wonky. As a lot of you all have heard me crying about excessively, it's just hotter than shit here in the Pacific Northwest right now. We got a big old heat wave going on, and I'm going to be streaming mainly late at night, so to adjust for that. So please bear with me there. I'll be back to my normal stream schedule just as soon as this heat wave is over. But that will do it for now. Thank you all an absolute ton for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.